I'm Apurva. I'm so excited to have been invited to be a speaker at GLAM Virtual. I've actually been a part of many GLAMs before as both a speaker and a mentor. And while I'm sad I can't be speaking to you all in person, I'm really glad to be here. Today I just want to tell you a little bit about my journey so far and to give you some advice I hope you can use in the years to come. So just a little more about me. I'm 16 and a huge math and art enthusiast, which a lot of people think is a weird combination, but I think that it's my superpower. When I was 12, I founded my own art gallery as an online platform to raise funds for charity. And so far, I've raised over $25,000 in total for all sorts of causes. A fun fact about me is that I was actually on a TV show a couple years ago. It was an NBC show called Genius Jr., hosted by Neil Patrick Harris, but you all might be a little too young to know who that is, but if you're interested, you can search it up. Alright, let's get started. For those of you who may not know, STEAM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, Art, and Math. First, I want to tell you about an experience I had when I was around your age. I was in 3rd grade at my very first math competition, and I heard this boy say, "Why are you here? Girls aren't good at math. You're not even going to come close to winning." When I heard that, I was confused, because who said that this random guy could tell me that I wasn't good enough? If anything, his words made me want to work even harder to prove him wrong. I've often found myself being the only girl in a room full of guys. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes that's really intimidating. See, here I'm the only girl on stage with half a dozen boys at this math competition, which actually happened a lot. You might also find yourself in a situation kinda like this. But guess what? In these situations, that means that you have the power to bring a completely different perspective, to share your thoughts and ideas. You have a voice, and that matters. Now, I want you guys to close your eyes and think about something you really, really like. It can be a subject at school, a sport, or just a hobby. So you can pause and think about it, or we can move on together if you have something in mind. I want to tell you that whatever you have in mind, if you love it, keep doing it. Don't let anyone stop you. There are absolutely no rules for gender and no limits to what people can do. Someone can adore both math and the arts, just like me. Or if science inspires you, it doesn't mean fashion can't too. In my math life, it's sometimes really hard to speak up because of the fear of being wrong, whereas my male counterparts jump to answer questions. But here's the thing. To make change, we have to push back. And that doesn't mean not being polite. It means realizing that you have the right to share your thoughts and not be interrupted. And you have the right to say no if you need to. For centuries, women have been pushed aside, walked over, and seen through. In companies, ideas are often disregarded just because they came from a woman. And people will often take advantage of your politeness. But have you ever heard of someone changing the world by always agreeing with the status quo? No, because change requires someone saying, "This isn't right, and this isn't the world I want for us." So the next time you find yourself nodding to something you don't agree with or putting politeness in front of having a meaningful debate, push back. Push back, be bold, because you deserve to be heard and because with each push, you drive the unfair standards for women a little farther away. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about my journey with my charity. How many of you guys love art? Drawing, painting? Me too. My specialty is painting people. So let me tell you how my art for charity started. In 4th grade, my classmates and I raised over $500. Enough for 10 goats! Hold up. What do goats have to do with anything? Well, during the year, we all worked together to create all kinds of artwork to sell at the school's family fair. All the money went towards buying goats for impoverished villages to provide the entire village with milk, cheese, and butter. This class project has stuck with me for all these years because it was the first opportunity I had to be part of something greater than my community. So a few years ago, I wanted to once again be part of an effort to help others around the world. Then I realized there was nothing stopping me from doing what I wanted to do, and that all I had to do was get started. So I started working with the organization Save the Children to try and help provide support to underserved children and families in Africa. To launch my fundraiser, I created my art gallery, a Purva's art gallery, as a place where I could sell my paintings to raise money for charity. The first step was creating a website. I spent weekend after weekend creating it, designing page after page. This experience was like nothing I'd ever done before, and I loved every second of it. Anytime you are working on something to make a difference, you have to make sure to keep it going, to keep working to make it better and better. That's the only way it will progress. But you also have to remember to have fun with it, because you always have to love what you're doing. Now, I don't only create art for charity. I also create art to raise awareness, to protest, and to be active in demanding change. Last year, I painted a portrait of George Floyd to raise awareness about the prevalent racial injustice and police brutality in the U.S. It was a call for action, urging everyone to sign petitions, contact officials, to donate, and to demand justice and change. With this portrait, I was able to raise $1,400 for many Black Lives Matter funds and organizations. Additionally, every International Women's Day, I auction a portrait of an inspirational, powerful woman to raise money to support youth education and gender equality. As you can see, I painted Michelle Obama one year, and this year, I auctioned a portrait of the incredible late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, which sold for $860, all of which will be donated to CASA/GAL, an organization that supports children in foster care. I use things I'm passionate about, like art, to create change in the world in whatever way I can. So now, I want you to think about an issue you're passionate about and talk to the people around you about it. Brainstorm ways you could help. For example, if you're passionate about protecting the ocean from trash, you can help by organizing trips to the beach to pick up said trash. This is a little more complicated given the pandemic, but it would be amazing if you thought of small ways you could help and then went out and actually did it. So, in 2017, I remember thinking to myself, what difference can I make? I'm just a kid. I don't have any power or influence. How can I change the world by myself? But today, I know that's wrong. I'm here to tell you that every single one of you, no matter what age, can make a difference. All you have to do is get started. Don't be afraid to take risks, and remember to be bold, stay passionate, and use your powerful voices. So, I challenge all of you girls to use what you've learned here to do your best to make a difference in the world, because I believe you can do it. Repeat after me. I am strong, I am capable, and I can do anything. Thank you all so much for listening, and thank you so much to the GLAM team for inviting me to do this. I can't wait to see what all you girls accomplish in the future with your superpowers. I hope you all enjoy the rest of GLAM Virtual, and that one day I can see some of you in person. In the meanwhile, you can get in touch with me on basically any platform, just have to search up my name. So for now, I'm signing off. Bye!